Welcome to a special episode of the doahandducepod podcast. Our top 5 NBA teams since 1990.
Right.
All right. Before we start, we want to make sure you subscribe to the page, comment, share, like it. This is a special request that people have been asking for, so we definitely did it.
Yeah, we did this from 1990 up.
Yeah.
We can't do all-time teams because we wasn't around.
I wasn't there in the 80s.
We can't do the 80s. We was alive in the 80s, but we ain't really know basketball like that. So we're going to go by what we know, what we seen, and what we still understood. We understood basketball.
Right, so all the old heads out there, say, well, what are Julius Erving teams? Michael Cooper and them, and Bill Russell.
Right.
Look, I'm sorry. Go. We don't even gonna do that right now. We're doing 1990.
90 up,
because I was a Knicks fan in the 90s. So
right.
that's.
I've been a Bullets fan. I was a Bullets fan straight up, and I'm still down with the team.
Right. So it is what it is. So my 15. We're gonna start it out. My number 5 team, the 1991-92 Chicago Bulls. The reason I put them there, Michael and Scotty, they just becoming into their zone, doing what they're supposed to do. They had 67-15. That record. They won the number 1 seed. They was a good team. I would tell people that era of basketball, those teams that they had to go against in the playoffs was crazy.
Right.
In the first round they played the Miami Heat. People like the Miami Heat. Well, that's
Glenn Rice,
and all them. Or Zoe and all them. 3-0. Did them 3-0. Second round they played the Knicks. All right. It was a 4-3. It was a bloodbath. All right, that's Patrick Ewing doing what he's supposed to do. Young Ewing. Third round. Yeah, that was Oakland. Third round, they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's Brad Daugherty, Mark Price, and them guys. Gerald Wilkins. That was a good team. People forget how good that team was. But like I said, they won the East that year easily. And then in the finals, they beat the Portland Trailblazers 4-2. That's the that Jordan, Jordan.
He was hot, like
about to go to the Olympics and all that. That's why I said, that team, that's my number 5 team. I put that team as number 5 because, like I said, I think was one of Jordan's. I think that's the second best team. But that team right there had a lot of different integral parts in it. So Jordan defense, lockdown, gave Clyde Drexler a little, game like, no, I'm the best 2 guard. Remember back then. Clyde Drexler was a thing,
right?
And he's like, nah, Clyde, I got this. All right, so I think that's not my number 5.
No, my number 5. People ain't gonna like this, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going with Golden State Warriors of last season. 2015, 2016 Warriors. I don't care they didn't win the title.
What are you talking about?
I don't care.
No title.
I don't care. They didn't win the title. A lot of fraud stuff happened in the finals, in the playoffs. Steph Curry got hurt. Bogut got hurt. Draymond Green got suspended on some fraud stuff. So let me just break it down. These dudes went 73-9.
I know.
73-9 is impressive. 73-9.
I want money off that.
Shooters all over the court. You know what I'm saying? But they started the season off 24-0.
Yeah.
24-0. Just because they didn't win, they lost in the finals. Yeah. You gotta give it to. They lost to maybe. Arguably, one of the top 2 players ever in the league.
You're forgetting something, bro. See, you're forgetting something. They should have lost to Oklahoma City. They should have lost.
Yeah, but
they should have lost. It took Klay Thompson to have Reggie Miller times 3 moment for them. They should have lost.
It just shows.
They should have lost.
It just shows that they were down 3-1 against OKC.
Yeah,
and they came back.
They should have lost.
You gotta remember, Steph Curry got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So he was rushed. He never got back to where he was at.
He was Westbrook used that move for food.
But so you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? 73-9, Golden State Warriors. I picked them against whoever.
Oh man, you're gonna lose. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta win a ring.
Harrison Barnes waited to the final. They he forgot how to play basketball. Now he remember how to play basketball again now he's in Dallas. But he waited there. So who you are? You're number 14.
Woo! You gotta be pumped with that one right there. Alright, number 4, the 2011-2012 Miami Heat. The reason I have them down there, that was the big 3. They were dominant that year. They went through the playoffs, gave everybody the business that year. You got LeBron at his peak at his powers. He learned how to win and stuff like that. They kind of beat OKC. Remember that OKC? That's the team that beat OKC in the finals. D-Wade. I think that year they finally realized their roles. Like, LeBron, you're going to be the man. D-Wade, you're the second fiddle. And Chris Bosh, you're third fiddle. That team was like a talent. They had talent on there. You know, they doing a lot. That's the year they won like 28 in a row, I think. Like,
that's the next season.
The next year they went to a 28 year. But that team right there, I think that was a good team. Like I said, the reason I put them as number 4, and people like, well, out of all the big three teams, I think that team beats any of them. Because like I said, that year LeBron's younger. I think he beats the other year, that other team that beat the Spurs, that shouldn't have beat the Spurs. I think they beat them. All right, so that's, like I said, they was a better team, better coach team. Like I said, the way they play, and like I said, the way they did Oklahoma City in that series, like, oh yeah.
OKC won the first game, they won 4 straight.
Yeah, basically did them dirty. They had money.
Harden forgot how to play basketball.
Wow, LeBron started D'ing them up, you know. So you know, like I said, Miami that year. That's my number 4 because, like I said, they was more dominant than. That's the most dominant Miami team, I think, of all the big 3 teams.
All right, so my number 4, I like the Heatles too. But I like the 2012-2013 Heatles.
This is the San Antonio
Spurs Heatles.
Oh, boy,
you know what I'm saying? They won 27 straight games in a row.
Right.
27 straight games in a row. They was just straight dominating.
Ray
You know
Allen.
what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna say they lucked up.
They did look up.
But Ray Allen,
They had the champagne now.
But
they was roping the thing.
and no 3-point shots luck with Ray Allen.
I ain't know.
And they had to turn back around and win Game 7. So they won Game 6 and turned around and won Game 7. So, like you said, they was a year younger. I feel they was 1 year more experience. You know, our exposure, he was 1 more year experience, you know what I'm saying? No, Wade, I mean, LeBron, that's probably one of LeBron's best years. He averaged like 28 a game.
Right.
I think D-Wade averaged like 26 a game. You had Bosh, you know what I'm saying? The other year, they didn't have Ray Allen. They had Ray Allen on this team. You know what I'm saying? So, I like them for my number 4. The Heat was number 4. Number 4. That year, 2012, 2013, Miami Heat.
I don't know. But to go off of that, my number 3 team, the 2013-2014 Spurs. The team that came that next year. All right? Why? That was the most, out of all the teams, I think that's the most motivated team. That team right there was motivated. All right? Because I'm going to tell you now why they were so motivated. They were 62-20, won the division. All right? They destroyed almost everybody in their path that year. And then they got to the finals and said, oh yeah, this is how we're going to play basketball. I think they opened up basketball. That was like the perfect era. That was just the Warriors before the Warriors. People get how much 3-point shots they was hitting in that series.
Right.
Patty Mills and all them guys hitting 3, Ginobili. And the offense was, like, I watched basketball. You watch basketball.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. That was probably the best basketball I watched in a minute. Like, this offense, you know, switching on defense. Boris Diaw, 300 pounds Boris Diaw.
Right.
LeBron kept post him up. It was crazy. Like, I think that team right there, that team number 3 because, like I said, that's the best Spurs team, I think, of all the Spurs teams. That's the best Spurs team. And you had Kawhi, you know, who really stepped up and said, this is my time now. This is right. This is me. Lock Braun. D-Wade was giving up the ball. He came past half court. See Kawhi. Here you go, Braun. He was kicking that ball to Braun like, I don't want no parts of you, young boy.
Right.
All right? But so that Spurs team, yeah, hands down.
All right, now my number 3, 01 Lakers.
Woo, your first championship team.
No, the Heat. So the Lakers went. They lost 1 playoff game. Swept the first round with Portland. Swept Sacramento the second round. Then swept the Spurs. And the Spurs were number 1 seed.
Yep.
You gotta forget LA wasn't even number 1 seed. They was number 2 seed.
Yep.
Shaq got hurt. I don't really know how many games he missed, but there was 2 games.
He went to Hill on his company.
Yeah, there was 2 games back of the Spurs, but they swept all of them. They lost to AI in one of the best games, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
An individual put up in the finals game.
Yeah.
They went, lost 1 game in the playoffs. So, young Kobe, 4 years in the league or whatever. Shaq still in his prime, you know. You had Robert Horry in them, you know. So, you know what I'm saying? I like them as my number 3 team.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, that's my number 2 team, the 01-02 Lakers. Peak Kobe, peak Shaq. Like, I'm sorry, like, peak Kobe, peak Shaq. That team, and honestly, they're my number 2 team, and I think they'll give the number 1 team run for their money. Honestly, it's the 1 and 2, and I think it's a gap from the 3, 4, 5's name. This Kobe and Shaq team, they forget how they was running through people. Like, they was running through the competition. They motivated Sacramento on them the next year and all that. But no, that year, the playoffs started, the playoffs was over. Iverson probably had the most memorable playoff game ever.
Memorable crossover.
Think about that. It took the most memorable game from a guy. Watch that game again. If you ever go watch it on YouTube, watch that game again. Iverson was out there,
right,
hitting everything. It took one of those games, but Kobe and them still did them 4-1. You know what I'm saying? He did them 4-1.
Right.
So, and Shaq, like I said, Shaq was a dominant. You know, like Shaq said, I got hurt a couple of times. Right. I'm gonna heal a couple of times. So yeah, you know, like I said, Shaq, that team right there, that's my number 2. And
all right, my number 2 is 96-97 Bulls, 69-13 record, the year before the big team. So you know, coming off a 72-10 season, they bounced back and still dropped 69 wins.
Yep.
And I looked at the stats. They was a 3-point away from winning 70 again. Right. Last game of the season against the Knicks, they lost to the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Rodman, Jordan, Pippen, Kerr, Ron Harper. You know what I'm saying? Phil.
Yeah, that Bulls team. See,
they my number 2 team. You know what I'm saying?
But I like that earlier Bulls team. That first era Bulls team with Horace Grant. I think.
Because 100, I could have like 5 Bulls teams on the drink.
We could have.
You know, but I like, you know what I'm saying, the 96-97 Bulls, my number 2 team.
Yeah. My number 1 team is, of course, the 72-10 Bulls. All right, it's hands down. That Bulls team, come on now. You had Jordan, motivated Jordan.
Coming off that loss when he came back wearing that 4-5.
That was crazy. That team was so good. It was crazy. People forget how good that team was. Right. It was like they was just going through competition. Like I'm a Knicks fan. I knew it was over. Like it was no maybe you know something like that. They went 3-0 Miami, 4-1 against the Knicks, and our Knicks team was really good that year. They 4-0 Orlando. You know, got them out of there, and then you 4-2 Seattle Supersonics. People forget how good that Seattle team was. Right. Sean Kemp, Gary Payton. You know, Detlef Schrempf.
You know what's funny about that? In the George Carl book.
Oh yeah.
He said he waited too long to pick Gary Payton on Jordan.
Yeah. I don't think that was gonna change it, but he was stubborn. But that's what people always say about George Carl. He's stubborn. But yeah, that Bulls team was definitely a great Bulls team. That was. I don't think that remember they tried to compare that Warriors team, the Warriors team that won that. Pippen's like, nah, they ain't winning no games, like for real, like nah. And people forget how great the defender Pippen was,
right.
Like Jordan's a great defender, but Pippen was locking dudes down, full court pressing you. It was what it was.
Right.
Rodman, people forget how great
Rodman one of the best rebounders in NBA history.
Best rebounders and defenders of all time.
And agitators.
And agitators. He knew how to walk the line. Of course, I don't think he'll play in this league because they'll tee him up too much.
Right, yeah, he already be suspended.
Y'all. But that's my number 1 team. This too many stats that we go by and tell people by, but just remember this. That was a dominant team. Remember, Jordan played every game.
Right.
Think about that. There was no rest. Right. You know what I'm saying? There was no rest that year. Remember that? Oh, we need rest. Remember the little Warrior team that you named that didn't win the championship? How many times? Oh, do we need rest and all that? There was no question about rest with the Bulls team.
Right.
That's why I have to give them their props. And they went through the playoffs and did all these good teams. When I went through that team, I compared them to any of these other teams. They playoff ways to the playoffs. The Bulls actually always beat really great teams in the championships, stuff like that. They didn't get a 4 seed or a 3 seed luck up. They always played the Western Conference best team. So
right.
That's my number 1.
And my number 1 team, same team as him. You know what I'm saying? We don't even gotta go through all that. You know what I'm saying? 72-10 Bulls. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. All of them dudes. Tony Kukoc. We forgot about Tony. One of the best international players ever. Again. You know what I'm saying? So. That's our top 5.
Top 5 in the 1990s.
So, you know what I'm saying? We got that. We're going to hit you in the head with the NFL.
Yep.
Top 5 teams coming soon.
It's coming soon. You know what I'm
saying?
So if you have any questions or anything that you want to throw in the comments about who you think it is, leave it in the comment box. All right? Like we always say, subscribe to the page. Comment, share, like. Do what you can do. Help us out. The Facebook fan page is coming up soon. So, just ready for
everything is linked in the description.
Right, everything will be linked in the subscription. So, you even gotta ask when the next, when y'all gonna do this, when your next thing coming out, you already have it in your phone. All right.
Thank you for looking.
We out. 4-0.